Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve.
At KingCast.net, we're here at the 2011 NENPA Winter Conference. And let me tell you something, folks. When it comes to the First Amendment and freedom of the press, we've got ourselves a really big show.
Are you a credentialed member of the press?
I'm a member of the press.
Show me your credentials.
How was it that murder two got on me? How was it that murder two got on me?
Show me your credentials, okay?
I don't have to.
Show your credentials. If you're not a credentialed member of the press, I'm not going to.
You know what? I'll get that for you. I mean, what?
You know something? I don't talk to anybody.
You know what? No, you don't. You can be as rude as you want to be, and I'll get it right here. Person.
You have been disinvited. You
Because
haven't
why?
paid.
My money's not good enough?
That's right. Now leave.
Why not? Why isn't my money good
You
enough?
need to leave now.
Oh, you don't want my money out?
Now.
Listen.
This is
Oh.
private property. Did you just hear him? You need to leave.
And a public invite.
Would
The
you
only
like-
reason
do
you
want
don't
me
want
to call
me
the
here.
Manchester Police Department? I'd be
Are you going to
happy
have false arrest?
Do you want
False
me to call
arrest?
him or not?
Call him. You know, I have a particular issue with this candidate that I've raised, and it's a legitimate issue. Many legitimate issues that are being raised in a movie that's coming out, okay? So, you know... Okay, let me understand this, officer. I want to get it clear, okay? Are there other media inside?
Now, the thing that you need to be clear about is that you're not going inside.
I asked you a
not
simple
welcome.
question, officer. I'm not being rude or loud. I asked you a simple question. Are there media inside? I see there is media inside. Now, I'm being denied the right to go inside. Did they read the opinion yesterday from Attorney William Chapman that was in the paper? Okay.
Just make sure people can get in and out.
Oh, people can get in and out. I'm not
Okay,
blocking
good.
anybody
Very
here,
good.
officer.
Very good.
I'm going to ask you once again, for about the third time, are other media in... Whose orders? Who gave you those orders, sir?
I was told by the campaign that you're not welcome here today.
By the campaign.
That's correct.
I see. Is there a specific person on the campaign that told you? KingCast.net, Chris King's First Amendment page.
Okay, so explain to me a little bit what's going on today.
Well, what's going on today is the usual GOP oppression, okay? Kelly Ayotte has threatened to have me arrested like 3 times now in the past 5 years or so. There was a story written up about my complaint to the ACLU and to the city attorney in yesterday's newspaper in the Telegraph, noting that First Amendment and media lawyer William Chapman of Orton Reno said they cannot do this to me. Yet, in fact, they're doing this to me under threat of arrest, as this officer has just told me. So, yeah, I'm documenting the fact that they're fascist. KingCast.net.
I'm sorry?
KingCast.net. KingCast.net.
KingCast.net.
Yes.
Okay, so you're here as press?
Media, yes.
Did you sign in?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm a member of NENPA. You can't make me
This
leave.
is a private event, and I'm asking you to leave. I will ask you one more time.
You can ask me all you
and
want
then I will
to.
ask the officers to remove you.
Is that right? On what basis?
Because this is a private event. You were not invited.
I'm
This
here
is
as a member of the
private.
press, just
You
like
are
these
not
other members
here
of
as
the
a member
press.
of the press.
The heck I'm not. I cover murder trials in Boston as a member of the press. I can be here and
Would
cover
you
this
please
event.
remove him?
Go ahead and
Would
grab
you
your
please
stuff.
remove him?
You're gonna be heading
Is
out.
that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Private function.
But I mean, I don't understand why you had to follow her order. Okay,
This
I
is
really
private
don't.
function.
I really don't. And that's still nonsense. It's nonsensical. This is the first time, the only time that I've never been judged to be a member of the media. Okay, I cover murder trials in Boston. I come here and I sign in, and I got my pass and my credentials with NENPA, and I still get kicked out.
Yours?
That's not mine.
See, Chris.
Well, I'm all set now, guys. I mean, this is no longer the event.
No.
Okay, this is. They don't own the. They don't own the premises.
These people do. It's
Yeah.
gonna be their call if they want them on the property. Can you check with the manager?
Man, I used to work here, man. Nobody's throwing me out of here.
It is private property, sir.
Yeah, you throw me out too?
Didn't say I was throwing
Okay
you out.
then, right. I can
Private
chill here.
property.
I can chill here.
It'll be just a second.
I might get a bite to eat over here. There's a restaurant here. Okay, it's a public accommodation. Right?
Appreciate it.
Space, bro. Space.
He's got space. He's got space. He's got space. He's got space.
That's fine there, but you can't go no further now.
I'm right here, just like the other reporters right there. I'm equidistant. There's no need. I'm cool, man, but there's no need to keep talking to me. I'm doing my job, please. I'm not talking. Kelly, do you accept the support from Nigger Mania or not? Do you accept the online support you're getting from Nigger Mania or not? That's not yes or no question. Did you honestly believe that you could delete all those emails and that would be in line with the statutory scheme? Did you honestly believe your emails were not subject to public disclosure?
Now, I don't know if y'all watch the Boondocks or not, but here comes Uncle Ruckus.
No, people will support her on Nigger Mania supporting Kelly Ayotte. Now, I asked her if she accepted that.
We're getting on the bus.
We're supposed to praise them when we feel it's appropriate, and we're definitely supposed to criticize them when we feel it's appropriate. And that's all I do. And for that I get threatened with arrest by a senator, a now senator? I don't think so. Open government? What do you mean? That government should be open and for the people and responsive to the people. Were you intimidated by Officer McKay?
Oh yes, very much. He was just the kind of cop that enjoyed power trips, and he wasn't representing what cop was supposed to mean, constable of peace. He was being aggressive and...
Put your hands behind your back.
Keep me here without a good reason. And you don't have the right to keep me here without a good reason. Is there another cop coming here? Oh, yeah. Is there a state cop coming here? I don't know. Hello? Can I please get some assistance? This officer here is harassing me. He won't answer any of my questions I've been asking him. He took my license.
Put your hands on the car.
No. Why are you doing it?
Put your hands on the car.
What are you doing? Get away. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. I don't trust this officer. Please keep him away from me. He's been very threatening. He's put his hands on me. All I've asked him is to return my license. Please don't touch me. Look, I haven't done anything. Look, no, stop touching me. Please stop touching me. Stop touching me. Let go of me. Let go of me. My mouth out of me.
Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's.
There are also other people I have to point out tonight that literally helped with the book. Chris King, who's not only a photographer but a pretty good researcher and investigative journalist himself. He sent some documents my way when the trail ran cold.
Disagree. He even tussled with court personnel.
The pending lawsuit against Gregory Floyd and others will show that Kelly Ayotte knew, before she cleared him in 24 hours for the possible murder of Liko Kenny, that he had threatened a school admin with, "Watch your mouth, I know where you live and I know the route you take home, and if you're not careful, they're going to take you out in a body bag.
A young man and his father came upon a violent confrontation. That's their pickup in the background. Franconia office.
Now let me show you right here what Kelly Ayotte's friends at WMUR left out. Some 40-foot tire tracks from that Tahoe bashing Lico Kenny's Celica in violation of pursuit policies. And you're about to see Bruce McKay violate the OC spray policies, which dictate that warning should be given, advance notice, things of that nature to help, defuse a potentially violent response.
Bruce McKay was trying to stop Lico Kenny from fleeing a traffic stop.
The car, told the idiot to drop his gun. He didn't. Was in the process of giving him a second warning when he started moving the gun in my direction. I shot him in the head twice.
And I told Vice President Biden, I said, look, whatever the matter is with Kelly Ayotte, she's not getting the job done. There were no fingerprint analyses conducted on this, even though there clearly should have been, as you can see. The windshield bullet there that was struck, the placement of the spent casings on the grassy knoll, there's always a grassy knoll, as well as the shattered glass inside Caleb's passenger seat, all prove that Gregory Floyd did not speak to Lico Kenny before firing. She is a liar. She should be disbarred and should not be a U.S. Senator.
Like a homeless person in the city would be on the street starving. Homeless person up here might be on the street, but they're not going to be starving because there's too many good people and they just can't. No one will sit around and watch that happen. Everyone will throw in some food for people. You should have heard all the stories that were at my grandfather's funeral service. I mean, people loved my grandfather and grandmother so much for what they did. They were such open people. They started a tennis camp, and instead of being like, this is ours, come here and pay for it, it wasn't like the doors were open. That was what everyone came and said. You come there, they give you a job, they give you a place to stay, they pay you for staying at a nice place to live. I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Especially when you have these lengthy trials like we did. It does give a different perspective on the day's events, and you can actually step back and analyze even the way the witnesses are answering questions that you may not get even when you're doing the questioning. So I think it's a valuable tool. It's basically a tool of the future.
And to my mind, I was a civil rights litigator, and to my mind, what I find a lot of times is that the major press doesn't really address civil rights issues. They're too busy talking about the war in Afghanistan or the financial crises or things of that nature. And it's the same thing when you study law in school. There's a couple of minutes given to the Constitution and civil rights, and the rest of all of it is corporate this or corporate that. And so to my thinking, and I know that you two do a lot of civil rights litigation, I think this is something that the civil rights bar needs to hop on and really embrace.
It's not one of those subject areas in the law that has, let's say, a lot of sex appeal to, I think, the general populace. So that's, and maybe that's the limiting factor with the mainstream press. They'd much rather cover a disastrous auto accident or something along those lines, or that than cover something that is as deeply rooted in our society, and there is no simple answer. It's not just reporting, oh, this car hit this car and an oil tanker turned over. This is a complex issue, but it's an issue that really is not dealt with on a regular basis by the mainstream media.
Well, I thank you two for your time, and that's why I'm here. KingCast.net.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
You're the king.
Just trying to get there, trying to make a difference.
You are. It's good.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.